Good morning. Good morning. Hey, everybody. Yeah, I'm so glad to see y'all waiting on me than me waiting on y'all. Can y'all hear me okay? Normally, I'm beat y'all to the punch here in the mornings. Can y'all hear me okay? Let me know. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'll wait a few minutes. Hey, everybody. Y'all beat me too here. That's good because I normally beat everybody. Good morning. Hey, good morning. Happy Thursday, thriving Thursday. Happy thriving Thursday. How is everybody this morning? All right, we're going to get into what we're talking about today. So I'll wait just a few more minutes to be on time um, for this. Hey, good morning. It's good to see you, Don. Good morning, Deborah, Nancy, Ayana, Mirio, Unica. Good morning, everybody. Um, I beat everybody. Y'all beat me to the punch, so I'm repeating myself. But I'm going to just give it a few more minutes, make sure everybody is in and place. So the we've moved from last week, the moon phase that we were in was crescent, waxing crescent. And so that was last week's class. The week before that, we were talking about the new moon. Then we started off on the divine infinite. The first week about what the moon was and the divine infinite about the moon. Thank you. And so that's how we started off. So the videos, I'll put them in a playlist and give them a name. So I'll do that. But we started off with the first week, Divine Infinite, about moon energy. The second week, we talked about the new moon and it aligned itself with the new moon energy. Then last week, we had Waxing Crescent, where we get that little light of moon. And then this week, we're in first quarter. Now, which is great, we're literally talking about first quarter energy, but we're actually in first quarter moon tonight. Okay, so tonight, well, yes, tonight we're in first quarter, and tomorrow we'll be in wax and gibbous. But see how we're aligning the classes along with the cycle as well. So as these videos do grow throughout the channel, good morning. You can always come back and learn about the moon cycles, and also we have coursework that is located on Patreon that aligns itself with moon details on each cycle. Okay, so we have 7 people in the room. Go on and hit the likes, and we're going to go on and get started. Okay, so the first quarter of the moon is the archetype. Let me explain a couple things. There's some archetypes of the feminine. Okay, the divine feminine. We got several archetypes, but the first quarter archetype, she represents the huntress. Okay, the huntress, and the huntress is primary concerned with being able to obtain personal goals, lining up their intentions, focus, and the season of the huntress is spring. Okay, and so as you can see, as we started this series, heading into spring um, on March the 20th. Okay, March the 20th is when we head into spring equinox. Okay, so we're lining ourselves straight up with it. So the spring, the huntress is part of blossoming, renewal, inspiration. Okay, so I'm looking at my notes, make sure I'm on task. And So you'll, and I'm repeating myself, you'll be able to learn more about the coursework if you join and join today Patreon. On Patreon, I have information that's going along with this course of the videos coming up here on YouTube and coursework that is on Patreon. Patreon is such a great tool, part of the North North community, so that that way you're learning, you're growing in your own individualized um, practice. One thing that you want to make sure that you're doing with your individual spiritual practice is to make sure that you have a sacred cycle journal, or you can call it your moon journal or your sacred cycle journal. Why? Because that helps you to chart with the moon. You want to make sure that you have access to a moon. Hit the likes, please. There's 9 people in the room. Hey, Magdalene, you want to make sure that you have a sacred cycle journal or a moon journal, you can call it that, or your regular journal, so that you're charting. Welcome everybody, charting your the moon. Make sure that you got a moon app or moon calendar, so that that way every day you can make draw the moon in your journal, know what phase is in, what percentage, and how do you feel with the moon. Okay, so hit the likes. There's 9 people in the room. So the first quarter moon right now, what the first quarter looks like is 50% of illumination. So the first quarter is today, actually March the 10th. And those that will see this video or replay, you always look at the cycles and they come in this system. So the actually today is the first quarter. Okay, so we're lining ourselves up perfectly with the systems and bringing this very important series. So first quarter of the moon is 50% illuminated, and we are halfway to the full moon phase. Okay, so when we're at first quarter, we're at almost at full moon phase. Okay, now currently, while we're doing this video and doing this series in March the 10th, 2022, the next full moon, which is coming on the 18th, is in Virgo. It is in Virgo. We're currently, while this series is going on, we're currently in the zodiac sun sign of Pisces. Okay, so the first quarter, it reminds yourself. Want to give you a reminder to remind yourself of balance. Okay, balance. You want to stop and check back in at your new moon intentions. Okay, that's something when we come to the first quarter, you want to make sure we're at the first quarter moon. If you have set with the new moon, such as at right now, um, this new moon is this new moon is sorry, I'm just clicking something. This new moon, first quarter new moon, and give me a second, please. I have someone that's sending something very derogatory into the chat here. So I'm just getting ready to clear this for a second. Okay, in 1 second. Okay, I had to clear that out. Okay, so the first quarter reminds you of a balance. Okay, it reminds you of balance. It also, you want to stop back and look at your new moon intentions. Now, if you did new moon intentions with the new moon over a week ago or so, which in this series right now, where that was a new moon in Aquarius, I'm sorry, new moon in Pisces. What did you set? Okay, so if you had set your new moon, okay, intentions right now, the first quarter, which is the huntress, focus and personal goals, focus and lining up your intentions. You want to look at it and see what is working and what is not working with intentions that you set a week or so ago with the new moon. So now is a check-in, basically. So you want to check in with yourself. I'm typing, and you want to check in with yourself and with your um, check in with your intentions and see how they're going. Are they starting to come along? Are you seeing some progress from your intentions that you had set with the new moon? It's very important to take a look at that. Okay. And then what you're going to do is if you need to do some readjusting, you may need to readjust slightly to your new moon intentions, or more clarity is increasing on it. So you can see more clarity that's coming on with your intentions that you have set with the new moon. And you may need to readjust it slightly. This is the first quarter, is telling you, is giving you a balance check. Okay, to say, hey, go and look at what's going on, see how progress, readjust, getting clarity, getting the things are starting to progress. Okay, it's like a timeline, this, the cycle is giving you. Okay, and your energy at this point, um, your energy with the first quarter, and it may feel like you have more energy. Um, you want to make sure that you are moving with the energy, because lots of times as the moon progresses to shine, you feel like you can move forward more. Okay, especially us being where now, if you're in the northern hemisphere, we're getting more daylight coming in as well. And then I think daylight saving times is coming up on the weekend, so you can feel more increase. You want to also, with your energy at this point, and take a look at any distractions that is trying to come in, and not getting distracted or tending to dead plants. Okay, so in other words, if there's some, this time will also try to, you want to make sure you're not getting distracted in the intent that you have set. So, and don't tend to dead things, meaning something that is no longer valid to you, nothing that no longer serves you, something that would try to get in the way to distract you. You know what distractions that try to come your way, so you have to not tend to dead plants, don't tend to that, because it's going to take your energy to where you need to be. Okay. So that's something that helps you to stay on the cycle with with the moon, and also stay on point to where you're trying to go. Okay. Where you're trying to go. Also, um, you also want to make sure that you're feeling the intentions that you set. Go back while you're tweaking intentions. If you need to tweak them or you're getting clarity, write them out again in your goals, in your goals, your intentions. Write them out again in your journal, where you need to tweak them at, how you need to tweak, get more detailed if you need to do some more strategy on that, so that way when you hit the full moon, you're seeing some blooming, you're seeing some fruition coming from that. Okay. um because this is the goal with the first quarter, is telling you, hey, you're moving towards new beginnings. Something new is coming up that you planted. Okay. um Also, you will, some feel with this phase of first quarter, they can feel a more of a creativeness come in them. Pay attention to that, where you may start to feel more creative. There may be some new ideas coming in for you, some new opportunities that you've planted with the new moon, and maybe even before that with another new moon cycle. You'll see some of those things start to spring up too. Okay. Especially when you're paying close attention. All right. So during this time, you want to take a good 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, getting lots of new ideas. Great, great. So you want to pay attention to taking time to your journal, okay, and going to the details. Going to the details. All right, making sure that the seed that you have planted is not just gotten swooped up by the polarity of life, which is the opposer, something that, oh, they didn't really mean it, or they're not trusting in what they're doing, so we just gonna swipe it. Okay, because we do have polarity, in this world, and things that will come to oppose what you're trying to do, and you opposing your own self. We can oppose our own things by not trusting in what we do because we're not jotting it down or writing it down in a journal. We're not being strategic. We're not looking through things, making progress by charting. How you see is when you chart. It's just like whatever job you hold or whatever you do with your family. How you can see progress is looking, paying attention. Okay. All right. So you want to make sure that you working with the creative energy that you're getting, whatever creative energy may mean to you. Okay. Creative energy means different things. Sometimes you're just getting that surge to go, but don't plow, but just take those steps moving forward. Um, you want to make sure We want to make sure in your moon journal as well, or your sacred circle journal, you want to make sure that you're noticing as the first quarter has come in, what is your energy level at this phase? What is your energy level? That is very something you want. What is my energy level? How do I feel at this phase? Okay. How do you physically feel? Emotionally feel? Okay, and chart it for a good 90 days consistently. You're going to continue to do it even more. But how you can get a good pattern is a good 90 days to see the pattern. Okay, it's just like putting yourself on probation. When you start a job or you're doing something, they say, well, you're going to be on 90-day probation. Well, you're putting yourself on 90-day probation to be consistently charting and journaling so that you can see. And then once you make that a habit, get to see each cycle that comes in, how you are energetically, emotionally, creativity, how your creativity comes through, and different things such as that. I recommend strongly that you have your journals. You have a journal to record the stages each day. Each day, journal page. Block off time with your meditation time to incorporate this. Every day is a good practice. Schedule this time with yourself to do. Okay. Also, like I said in the beginning, if you missed the other 3 videos ahead of time, always make sure you have a Moon app. Make sure that you have online calendar. Okay, either or, Moon app or online calendar that you can go to and look at every day to see what the moon cycle is at, what percentage. If you join Patreon, you will see more information about today's topic. Okay, because that's a self-paced course along with this. Okay, follow each day by writing up your gratitude. You want to make sure you're getting your gratitude in, and then writing the cycle down, and also writing the percentage per moon. So on the moon app, you'll see it'll give you, okay, the moon, like today, going in the first quarter moon, today is at 50.7%. So that helps you to know, okay, is that this percentage, is that percentage, it's all on a moon app that you can look at. Those are free. They are all over on app stores or online. So for more, you want to join our Patreon account. It's called North Node Community. Okay. So you could join there. You can see also I have a lunar workbook that comes up every month that I produce, and it helps you to stay in alignment with not only with the moon cycles, but in a lot of information that helps you know about what kind of crystals, oils, what to do, pulling cards, different things of that. Okay. So what I'm going to do, Does anybody have any questions before I pull some cards to line itself up with this first quarter? Anybody have any questions um, that's related to this here? I'll wait. Any questions? Is there an app I recommend? I have one that I like. It's just called the Moon app. It's a thank you, Magdalene, for asking. No, I got it. Okay, great. It's just called the Moon app. The one is called the Moon Lunar Calendar that I literally go on my computer every morning because I like to run a system for myself. Personally, I have a system that keeps me on track for my own personal growth. Okay. So you it's called, I'll type it in, it's called Moon Lunar Calendar, which is really great. Once you just put Moon Lunar Calendar in Google, it'll pop right up. I believe it's the first one that comes up, and it's very good. It goes over a lot of different areas, and it's beautiful. And then there's also a Moon app. It's just called Moon app. It's on my phone. I don't have my phone right handy, but I look at that too sometimes. But I like to be. You're welcome. I like to be on a structure because structure for everyone that's here, structure is very important for your spiritual journey. Okay. So that way you're not hitting and missing and going from here and grabbing at straws and all these different things because structure helps you to stay accountable for yourself. And you can even be accountable on Patreon. You can actually be accountable on our website. I post different things per day. You can join the blog for that. There's accountability things that's on a community board that says community here and YouTube, it may come up in your algorithm. Okay. But having a consistency routine for your spiritual journey helps you to grow, see growth, be more effective in your own life, and be able to face the day the way and face the day in the everyday life approach. Okay. And you're already ahead. Okay. So those are important systems. If you get up, whatever your schedule is, you put it in your timeline or put it in your calendar that, hey, your alarm goes off. This is the time I meditate. This is the time I sit, look at write out what the moon phase is. This is when I do gratitude for my life. I'm alive, so you have to do that. Maybe scripting for yourself, different things that help encourage you for the day and have a plan. Pulling an oracle card or a tarot card for the day, speaking things over yourself, burning an incense, a candle to set up your own personalized altar because your holies of holies is in your own environment. Okay. Your own environment is your holies of holies, your own temple. You can create a space in your own environment. Even if you are in transitional housing or in your home, you can carry a little box or something like that and turn it into your own holies of holies, your our own place of where you meet the divine infinite to set up your day so that way you're encouraged and you can walk through things and not tend to dead plants. And tending to dead plants are things that are distracting. It can also include unforgiveness, resentment, bitterness, rage, those type of things. And every day you're doing a self-check evaluation with yourself to release any form of unforgiveness, resentment, bitterness, rage, those type of things. Because those again are not things that that the world is not talking about. In my personal opinion, I believe Spirit always has been bringing this up a lot during this season of about forgiveness and unforgiveness, resentment, bitterness, all of these things that encompass us at times as us being human beings to be able to release those things out so that way we can be walking in trust unshakable. unlocking the chamber of chamberalizing yourself, because a person can go on and you are in unforgiveness or resentment or bitterness about someone, and you're not holding them hostage. You're holding your own self hostage for growth. And the universal law about forgiveness is the law of dispension. And when you release yourself from those things, you allow new beginnings and new things to happen and come into your life that are more effective. And the divine, infinite God, creator, universe, whatever you want to call it, was like, aha, she or he got it. Because that's what is for them. That is their freedom. And sometimes, not sometimes, but spiritual maturity is about clarifying forgiveness, even if somebody, and clearing up matters that that's not, that there's some stubbornness and unforgiveness and things that you're holding. Spiritual maturity shows when you go even to the person first and say, hey, I'm sorry, I don't want to be in unforgiveness or resentment, these type of things with you. So that shows spiritual maturity. Okay, so this is very vital that we're all operating in that area, so higher levels of growth. Okay, is that, and so any comments about that? This will be on replay. I'm going to start shuffling for what Spirit has to say about this fourth quarter for those that are here in class right now and those that will see the replay. Anybody have anything to say before I shuffle? What do you have to say? So you can hear what I'm doing. What do you have to say to the collective about the first quarter moon? So you hear what my request is. Mm. The one thing, one of the manifestation cards, this is Moonology manifestation oracle cards, the manifestation ones, not the regular Moonology. But what Spirit is saying, when we got this in reverse, and it's saying here, we face it up, you can see what it's saying, open up to change, but it's in reverse. Okay. And so what is Spirit saying here is that what is Spirit saying here is that when it's saying open up to change in reverse, that's meaning that accept change. What Spirit Guide is saying to me, accept change. Sometimes it's hard for people to move through change. Okay. Sometimes we could be kicking rocks for change. All right. But is saying go with the change. Go with the change. If we have it face forward, here Spirit is saying open up to change. But here it's saying go with the change. Just go. You don't even have to open, just move. Okay, because you already had opened up your energy with the new moon. Okay, so now just go with it. Just go with it. Be fluid. Okay. Also, too, here is that believe in your good luck. This first quarter moon is letting us know, believe in your good luck. Go with the change. You already open. Spirit is saying, go with it. Now it's saying, believe in your good luck. Believe in good luck. You are a person and persons walking in abundance, purified luck energy. We are in a strong energy for March and April of luck. So everything you touch and you do will. So when there's things that's starting to open up for you, then go on and move with it because luck is on your